call the meeting of March 9th, 2020 to order. If everyone will please stand for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Fredo?
Here.
Mr. Davis?
Here.
Mr. Kent?
Here.
We're going to take a moment here at the beginning of our meeting. We have a special treat for those of you that are in attendance, the students. Typically when someone is elected, they have a swearing in. And Steve, who was just elected, had his swearing in at the end of December because he had to take office in January. However, the fiscal officer position, they take office in March. And April 1st, I'm sorry. So they have to be sworn in March. And the reason that they get sworn in April is because they have to close out the year's books, and it takes a little while to do that. So they always take office in April. So tonight, as a special treat for those of you that are here, we're going to swear in Laura Wolf, our Township Fiscal Officer. So I get the honor of doing this again. You raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Laura L. Wolf,
I, Laura L. Wolf,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of Ohio,
of the State of Ohio,
and will faithfully discharge
and will faithfully discharge
the duties of Fiscal Officer
the duties of fiscal officer
of Austintown Township,
of Austintown Township,
Mahoning County,
Mahoning County,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance in office.
during my continuance in office.
Congratulations.
She should have that memorized already.
I did.
You know,
I
she
should
should
have.
be able to just do that like on the fly. How many years has it been now? Officially?
8.
8. All right, we will start off with an introduction, and you guys get like, I don't want to call them the B squad because they are certainly not by any means second rate, but we've got some fill-ins tonight, and so you're going to get to meet people that normally you wouldn't get a chance to meet. To the far right down there is Jessica Ricker, who is representing our senior center. She's one of the administrative aides over there, and also, what is your official title, officially?
Everything but the kitchen sink.
I was going to say, Jessica helped put classes on over there. So Jessica Richter from the Senior Center. Todd Schaefer, who is our park supervisor. The fire chief, who is out on vacation getting the coronavirus somewhere in Florida, is represented by our assistant fire chief, Dave Schertzer. Our police chief, Bob Gavalier. Our zoning inspector, who is on vacation in California getting the coronavirus to bring it back, is represented by our assistant zoning inspector, Eric Harris. Mike Dockery, our township administrator. To my right, Ken Carano, trustee. To my left, Steve Kent, trustee. And of course, Lori Wolf, our favorite fiscal officer. So those are our department heads and representatives for those departments. At this time, we will ask for a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of February 24th, 2020.
Second?
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mr. Fredo?
Yes.
Mike, the administrator's report?
Just a note, I know I sent you a copy of this email. If you're in our electric aggregation program, First Energy Solution has been the entity supplying the electricity. If you see on your bill that name changes to Energy Harbor, they're changing their name. We're not making any change. It's just a change of name that they're doing from First Energy Solutions to Energy Harbor.
Okay. And with that, department business, road department and cemetery,
No.
anything to add?
Nothing to
Other
add.
than we had quite a sale on cemetery
Yeah,
plots
we
when
have-
people found out we were increasing the price.
We were busy Friday.
All right, so if you haven't got your cemetery plot, they are now $1,000, and that began March the 1st. All right, the police department, Chief Cavalier.
The only thing I like to add, this past Sunday, Bob Marshall, president of the Eagles Club, invited the police in the fire department down there. They donated $1,000 to the police department. Now, I didn't speak for the fire department, but I want to thank him and Eagles again. Every year they donate the money to us, and they've donated to the DARE program also in the past.
Wonderful. Thank you. Moving on to the fire department.
Yep, same thing Bob said. We went there yesterday to check accept the check presentation from the Eagles Club. It's great that they do that for us every year. $1,000 check to the fire department as well. And the only other thing I had was we changed the clocks back. So that means check your batteries, smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. Make sure you got one on every floor for smart smoke detectors. And that's it.
Very good. All right, now, I'm gonna correct you on one thing. We
What's
moved the clocks forward, so make sure you're right at home, because we don't want you showing up late for work. Zoning department, Mr. Harris.
The only thing I really have on the monthly report is to draw to your attention that Walmart has been issued a permit for their grocery pickup. They're modifying their building.
Okay.
And then the only other thing on the monthly report is the list of violations, nuisances, tow cars, everything. I totaled that to 214 inspections and 107 letters. And next month it starts for us.
We've it's been, I don't want to say slow, because we've had quite a few, but it's getting ready to be that season.
I also have a few nuisances.
Okay.
And
You want to
we
go
only-
ahead with those?
We only have 4. I have 4660 Fitzgerald. It's some miscellaneous household equipment, primarily refrigerators. He used to store them in a trailer and he got rid of them, now he stores them alongside his house. 103 South Main, it's a contractor remodeling a home and you don't know what a dumpster is. He's got all the junk and debris in the back of the property. 6474 Smith Street, they've got junk and debris and it is pretty extensive. Used tires, scrap metal, metal drums, and we have one vehicle that I hope he licenses. And 3956 Lake Road, junk and debris, scrapped auto parts, used tires, and miscellaneous items stored in an exposed manner on the driveway in the rear yard. And that's it for this week.
All right, a motion pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 505.87 to accept the grass and debris nuisances.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Peck?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes. All right. Eric, any junk vehicles?
No,
Okay, any demolitions at this time?
no.
Okay.
I can give you one example. 117 North Navarre. We did have it on a demo list. A rehabber in California bought it, and last Thursday, they tore the garage down as per agreed. We have an earnest deposit with the contractor that they'll be done within 120 days with the exterior of the house, and that started last Thursday.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. We will now move on to the Parks Department.
I don't have anything to add to the report. Just want to let everybody know that we're starting to put up tennis court nets, pickleball court nets, and basketball courts being cleaned up and open. And, so we're starting to put together our spring equipment. And that's about it.
Todd, do we still have the agreement with the Fitch High School, the use of the tennis courts down at the park?
Yes, that's why we got them cleaned up last week and got the nets up today. Matter of fact, I believe practice starts today for the high school. So their home meets will be played at the park again this year.
And I don't believe that you made the announcement, or because you didn't know about it to our last meeting, but do you want to inform the public? And these young kids here might be interested to know about the disc golf. Are we allowed to talk about that?
the disc
I
golf.
think,
All
as I said, it was
the,
posted on, it was posted on their website, I believe.
Yes, June 20, I believe it's Saturday, June 27th, we'll be hosting a PDGA, Pro Disc Golf Association. We'll be bringing a tournament here to Austintown, and we'll have a tournament out at our park, playing on our course that weekend. It'll be the first time in Austintown, hopefully not the last time, and hopefully it'll get bigger from here on out, so we're excited to see how that goes this year, in the first annual tournament.
You better explain to everybody out there, it's not a golf tournament.
Disc golf is just like golf, except you play with frisbees. We have baskets set up. There'll be 18 baskets, just like golf. There'll be 18 holes. The first hole is right next to the recycling bin. At that first tee, you get a scorecard. It'll show you the course. There's different pars depending on how long each hole is. And ours is set up, I believe the association ranks courses 1 through 10. You know, amateur being 1, 10 being a big time pro course. And ours is listed as a 6, which is perfect for this area. So anybody can come and play on that course, whether you're just starting out or a pro disc golfer.
For you that are in attendance, they play with some discs, and you obviously can, the more involved you want to get, you can spend more money, but you can play it with a frisbee. So if you take a frisbee out there, you can play with it essentially. It's really cool. So, all right. Thanks, Todd. We'll move on to the Senior Center. Jessica?
So the Ohio Association of Senior Centers Conference is this coming weekend. I will be going. I'm going to be increasing my certification from manager to director. And we're hopefully going to be starting the process of getting the Senior Center board certified with the state of Ohio to be a certified senior center. And the first step in that is we have to have somebody with the director's certification. So we're going to be starting that process, and we're excited about it. I'm hoping there's going to be some interesting presentations at this conference. Learned a lot last year when we went, so that should be fun. And the mini documentaries that they were making for each of the departments, I got the Senior Center's documentary and put it up on the website, and it looked really good. The seniors had a lot of fun filming it, and it looks really good. So that's up on the website for anybody to see. And then the Senior Scam Scoop, say that 5 times fast, section of the website is up and live. And we've had a lot of people coming to look at that. It's got all the information about scams that we've been putting together for the seniors in the Valley. And we also have copies of it at the Senior Center. If you're not technologically inclined, you can come and pick up, and we're always updating that paper as well. So go to austintownseniorscenter.org if you want to see that.
Great. Thank you. All right, we'll move on to the...
If I may, Jessica, one thing, I happen to be a representative on the board. The board passed a motion that simply said, once again, for example, in weather, if the schools close, the senior center closes. And now with the influenza and things that are going on now, if schools close, the senior center will also close. The other thing is obviously at the door, especially because it's seniors that are most susceptible to the situation and the most dangerous part. If someone comes in there ill, they will be asked if they're coughing and everything else, they look underweight, they will be asked to leave. That's only common sense.
And we've been,
if you're sick, please stay at home.
Stuff too, light switches, phones, tables. We've stepped it up.
Thank you. All right. Laura?
Well, I have my monthly report, but I also want to say that the books are closed. We have turned over. We're running into 2020. Still need to get with department heads to set the final budget. That needs to be done by April 1st.
Okay, with that being said, we need to accept your report, so we will need a motion to accept the February reports that were submitted to the board for review. That's for the fund status, revenue status, and appropriation status.
So moved.
Mr. Crano?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on to new business. We are in receipt of a permit, and so this is whether to request a hearing on notice to legislative authority to approve a Trex permit from Sam's East Incorporated, 4825 C Marburg Avenue, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45209, permit number 770166500145. Permit classes C1, C2, D6 to Walmart Stores East LP, doing business as 2063, 6001 Mahoning Avenue, Suite B, Austintown Township, Austintown, Ohio, 44515. Permit number 935-100-120-637. Permit classes C1, C2, and D6. For those of you that are in attendance, what this is a request from Walmart. The township only has so many liquor licenses available, and Austintown is actually, we do not have any available at this time. So based on economic development, they can request to transfer a liquor license from another city, another township, another community to our township, but it has to be approved by our board to allow them to do that. When we talk about doing something like this, they have to provide documentation to the state stating how many jobs it will create in their investment. And for the record, they are actually going to be building a gas station in front of Walmart. And that gas station in front of Walmart that they're going to build will be where they will sell the beer, wine, and whatnot from. So that's why they're requesting permit classes C1, C2, and D6. So with that being said, can we have a motion to accept that?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
Mr. Kent?
Yes.
Mr. Crano?
All right. At this time, we have public response. There are two versions. There's on camera and there's off camera. Is there anyone that would like to speak off camera? Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to speak on camera? Yes, sir. Come on up, give your name and address for the record.
John Russo, 4314 Pembroke Road, Austintown. And I was just wondering how things were going along with the housing problems we had on that street with the debris and nuisances and demolitions and whatever was going to take place. How's it progressing?
Eric, do you want to go ahead and address it?
We've got a new occupant at the top of your street, on the west side of the street. He's told me he's gonna be vacating within the month. We'll see. We have a house across the street that has been declared structurally unsound because the basement wall's collapsing, and we're in the process of doing our due diligence to get that taken care of legally. And we'll be moving with that. We have one violation letter out on the street that hasn't been remedied yet. It's a small infraction. And other than that, we really have not got anything else yet.
But we're not stopping, we're continuing on with it. That's what you say.
If there's an infraction in the township, no, we will not quit.
Okay. Thank you.
You got it.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else wishing to speak on camera? They didn't tell you you guys got extra credit if you came up? Make sure you tell all the kids that come to the next meeting that they get extra credit if they get up and speak. All right, seeing none, we will move on then to remarks from the board members. And Lori, anything you want to add?
I do not have anything else tonight, thank you.
Steve?
I just want to say congratulations to the state qualifiers, Robert Collins, Joey Perez, Zach Richards, and state alternate Tyler Liner in Columbus in the 13 through the 15 wrestling.
Great. Ken?
Well, it's my pleasure to talk about a young lady, and that's Joanna Blystone. For those of you who don't know, for years I was a speech and debate head coach, and we were very successful thanks to the students. And it is so good to see that the program is still going so very strong because of what it does for those students. It gives them a heads up in front of everybody else to be able to do things, to accomplish, and to be accepted into businesses and so on. Well, Joanna has really done something. A lot of people do not understand. We belong to it used to be the Ohio High School Speech League and the National Forensic League. Now it's the Ohio Speech and Debate, is that what it is? And same thing with the Nationals. The fact is that she has such an accomplishment in the 4 years, in her 3 years, now in her 4th year, she's going to get one of the highest honors given to any student in history of our area from the National Forensic League or the National Speech and Debate League. But the most beautiful thing was last weekend was the state tournament, and she is the state champion. So Joanna, I'll be talking to you, but congratulations. Anyone winning in this state has accomplished something so fantastic. It's unbelievable. We don't hear a lot about it anymore, but all the schools are still going very strong with speech and debate. We have excellent sports. We have excellent, a lot of programs at Fitch High School, and we have excellent education. I'm not sure about the students, but everybody else is perfect. I'm just kidding. They're fantastic. It's a fantastic program, and the best thing about Austintown schools is there's all kind of activities for anyone who wants to participate. And there are so many, and they are so advanced. But to Joanna, God bless you, good luck at the national tournament, and congratulations for bringing the honors to Austintown and Fitch. The only other thing I'd like to speak of, all of us got a strange little package on our door. And in it was a little battery, a 9mm thing battery. But it was from the Greenford Christian Church Austintown campus. And what they have on the card is, here, put this in your smoke detector, because you're supposed to do it, because we're now going ahead with our thing. So I thank the campus, the Greenford Christian Church Austintown campus, for their consideration for the people in Austintown.
Thank you, Ken. The only thing that I've got this evening is I just want to congratulate the Austintown Junior Women's League on a successful Taste of Austintown. I follow some of the social media. There's the, I want to say it's called Neighbors or whatever it is, thing, and some people had some questions about that they would like to have attended the event, and they didn't realize that it was that was an event here in Austintown, and then they heard about it. What I can tell you is that the Taste of Austintown is a sold-out event every year, and it is you need to kind of get on a waiting list for tickets, and even up until the last minute, people that aren't going, they're calling people saying, "I've got 2 tickets, do you want to go?" "Yes, give me your tickets," and they go because it's such a tough event to get into. But it was held at IHM Church. There were about 20 different vendors there, and what a great turnout. Barry Dingles was the overall winner, and the Little Hoonian was the People's Choice. So they were the 2 big winners, and there was one third one, and I can't recall who the third one. Do you remember? Do you guys remember who the third? I can't remember who it was. Mike, do you remember who the third was? I can't recall. I know there's 3, but nonetheless, it is not an event you want to go to if you're on a diet, because the food and desserts there are exceptional. It was great, and the Junior Women's League was able to exceed their goals that they had set for this year. So just congratulations to them on a successful event. And with that being said, we're looking forward to the Austintown Rotaries event, the reverse raffle, which is coming up March 21st. And there are, as of right now, 10 tickets remaining for that event. If you would like to attend, anybody that's at home watching this, you can contact a Rotarian, or if you want to contact me, I can get you in touch with the Rotarian. My number is 330-518-7067. There are 10 tickets left. They are $150 per couple. but there is filet dinner, chocolate-covered strawberries for dessert, open bar, and you have a chance to win $2,000 in the reverse raffle. That's the raffle that you don't want to hear your number called first. You want your name to be called last. So if you'd like to go to that, give me a call. I'll put you in touch with the Rotarian to get you a ticket. And other than that, that's all I've got. You guys get lucky tonight. Normally these are almost an hour or an hour or so long. You guys are out of here in 25 minutes. How about that? We need a motion to recess to executive session for the following: to consider the appointment, employment, discipline, or compensation of public employees, and preparing for, conducting, and reviewing negotiations or bargaining sessions with public employees concerning their compensation or other terms and conditions of their employment.
So,
Second?
Mr. Kent?
yes.
Mr. Creano?
Yes.
Mr. Davis?
Yes.
in association with Austintown Local Schools and Austintown Township.